Hello and welcome to Koalaty Backlog Games, a series of videos where I, your friendly koala, play games that have been sitting on the virtual shelf for who knows how long. Today we are checking out The Wreck. This game was developed and published by the Pixel Hunt, who have also worked on other projects such as Inua, A Story in Ice and Time, Bury Me My Love, and most recently, Wednesdays. The Wreck is a 3D visual novel following failed screenwriter Junon as she attempts to make it through the most pivotal day in her life. Relive the past, alter the present, and embrace the future. Or, without your help, Junon's story might end in a wreck. It was released back in March of 2023, and I came across it while browsing through the indie games section of the PlayStation Store. So I thought I'd pick it up since I enjoy similar games where choices matter and it's story rich. It's about a 4 to 5 hour playthrough, so nice and short. Without further ado though, let's begin the story of The Wreck. Okay, so this is the main screen. I have a cursor, so we are what looks to be on a desktop computer. Now, I'm actually playing on my PlayStation, just so you know, but it is available on all of the platforms. But yeah, you're essentially using your joystick to move your mouse cursor. And then, because this is the main title page, you have your settings down here to adjust any settings. I have a feeling this is to start the new game, and that might be to exit the game, potentially. I'm not quite sure, but I guess we'll find out eventually. But let's see what happens when I click on the pen. Here we go. Welcome to Screen Player. Start new screenplay. Name your new screenplay. The Wreck 1. Oh, this might be our save, potentially. We'll just keep it as The Wreck 1. No worries. All right, create screenplay. Exterior. Countryside day. An old beat up car is speeding through the countryside. Oh, straight into it. Rumblies in the controller. The Wreck. All right, we're here. Hospital Santa Maria, okay. Hospital parking. A little bit of misspelling there. Ooh.
Confession. I love crappy romantic comedies. Yeah, it's a cliche. I can't help it. I love them. All those movies have that scene, you know? The girl is at her wit's end. She's been crying her eyes out, her makeup is running, she looks like a zombie. She's done. Which is when Ryan Gosling knocks on her door to coax her out.
Oh? Oh.
Ah, shit. That sounds nothing like Ryan Gosling. See, this is the problem with my life in a nutshell. It's not romantic, and it's certainly not a comedy. All right, where am I? What happened?
Oh? Where?
Oh, yeah, the hospital. I felt woozy, and then really, really hot, and I guess that I fainted.
Fainted?
Well, dropped to the restroom floor like a sack of potatoes. No better place for a nap.
Are you okay, miss?
Oh, shit, the doctor.
Honestly?
Not really, no. I'll be alright, though.
Are you sure?
Sure.
As if I could be sure of anything. Still, I should probably update my guardian angel. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe there's something I know for sure. If I have to spend one more second lying on this filthy floor, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to vomit.
Oh boy.
Vomit again, I guess. I'm just a little nauseous, is all. I just had a little bit of a moment. A big moment. But it's over now. Sorry, I ducked out. I'm already feeling much better. I can hardly tell her the truth, can I? Most people don't actually want you to be honest with them.
Honest?
Oh, I apologize, Dr. Giagana. I just vomited up my breakfast. I had it all over my chin. It wasn't a good look. It's hardly my fault. I haven't been handling stress very well lately.
Wow, the sarcasm just oozes out of this character.
Come to think of it, isn't it her fault? She just had to go and tell me that my mom's in intensive care. I'm sure that is her job. But I gotta tell you, that's a lousy job. Really, really lousy. I'll be out in just a second. Those weren't here before. Do you think they have any idea where they are?
I'm sure this comes as a shock, but it is crucial that you understand the situation. Your mom had a brain aneurysm. Do you know what that means?
Mom. Funny. I could never get myself to call her mom. She's always been married to me. As I understand it, it's a weakened artery wall?
Correct. And that artery ruptured, which caused a hemorrhage. It is a serious situation. We need to prepare for whatever happens next, very quickly indeed.
I've watched enough Grey's Anatomy to know that this is not good.
Oh, man. Okay. We?
We? I don't know anything about medicine. I work in administration. It's mostly paperwork. I am not going to tell her that I'm a failed screenwriter. She would never take me seriously.
Anything related to medical care will be my team's responsibility. But you are her trusted advocate.
I'm sorry,
you should be
her what now?
Do you not remember? This is the reason we called you. We have your name and your number, which means that you signed the release.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Oh boy.
Since she's not able to express her will, it falls to you to speak on her behalf.
Oh no.
But I presume you discussed that when you went through the process. So you must know that there are a number of options to consider.
Oh boy, what have we got ourselves into?
I don't believe it! She put my name on the form without asking me. She must have forged my signature. It's hardly a surprise. She's always done that kind of stuff. But I'm not making any important decisions.
Important decision.
I've had my share of this kind of responsibility, and it didn't turn out well. However, my dear mother doesn't seem to understand.
Had my share?
After all we've been through, what makes her think that I can make the right decision? Pitting us against one another at a time like this, that's exactly what my mother would do. I feel trapped, like a fish in a barrel. Oh, come to think of it, I would love that. A 30-second memory, and not a care in the world. Fear me, sharks, for I am the terror of the oceans. That reminds me of the nickname I got during swim class in middle school. Sea hag. Haters, all of them.
Oh, my
Sorry, Miss?
her
Miss
brain.
Fortin?
I went back to my maiden name.
I'm sorry, that wasn't in your file. Listen, I understand that this is all very sudden, but we don't have a lot of time. We need to focus.
We do indeed.
Oh my gosh. Already I am this character is like just so much sarcasm, and I guess she's just not really prepared for all the responsibility for her mum. So that's interesting. Why do you think I'm here? Or actually, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, it's just...
It's okay. I understand. It's not an easy situation. Our major concern right now is the hemorrhage is spreading. There's the risk of a cerebral vasospasm. That is a complication which could severely affect her brain.
Oh no.
Is she going to die?
We're doing our best to make sure that doesn't happen. But there could be long-term consequences. This sort of event severely impacts the body, and mental functions may also be impaired.
Oh,
I need
boy.
to know if you and your mother will be able to deal with that sort of complication.
Oh geez, long term. Actually, no. I'd rather know how it
I'm
impacts the
not ready
body.
for this.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
To be completely frank, if we're able to pull your mother through this, there's only a small chance she'll be like she was before.
Small? How small?
Smaller than that. In all probability, she will never be quite the same. Some people would prefer not to keep living under such circumstances. That rather their medical care were geared more around letting go as gracefully as possible. What I need to know is, what would your mother want?
I don't know how to answer that. Last time she told me she wanted something, it was...
All or nothing. To be in MoMA.
to be in MoMA.
Excuse me?
MoMA? A museum in New York.
Ms. Demange, wait, your mother's that Marie Demange? The artist?
The artist.
Ah, there it is. Works every time. Once people figure out who Marie is, snap! Their whole demeanor changes. They feel like they know her somehow. Of course, they're completely wrong. She takes them in with her dog and pony show, but there's a world of difference between who she is in public and in private. And if this doctor knew Marie, the real her, she would realize how ridiculous her question is.
Yep, the Marie.
Yeah, the Marie Demange. And I'm her assistant, I guess. I handle the business, the management, the press, so that she can be fully dedicated to her art, you see? Anyway, the other day, I got a call from Centre Pompidou. They want to do a retrospective on her life and work. Can you imagine? The billboards, the crowds, the press, the whole shebang. And I'm like, hell yeah! I hop into my car, I rush over to tell her, I run into the workshop, yelling, and you know what she said? Did you hear from MoMA? Someone had told her they were considering her self-portrait 8, a canvas from her latest series. A whole exhibit in Paris, on the other hand, she didn't care. So, that's my mother. Most of the time, I don't know. I have no idea what she wants.
I know what I'm asking isn't easy. I can give you a little time to think.
Like that would change anything. Yeah. I suppose I need to think about it. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Running away.
I know what she'd say, that I'm running away again. What did she expect? That I just show up and what? Decide whether she lives or she dies?
Oh boy. Here we go. We're driving.
I don't even know how I'm supposed to make it to the end of the day, let alone...
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Can I grab anything? Oh boy, we're turning. Uh-huh. What's this?
I remember Diane and I found an injured bird in the backyard. It was tiny. I think it was around the time Marie had set up her new studio in the sunroom. Now that I think of it, that was also my first experience with death. In fact, I also had a really weird dream that night. Something about that day always seemed off. I never figured out why. And why am I thinking about this now?
Oh. Press R2 to advance, L2 to rewind. Oh, hold on.
Do you recognize it? This is the mobile that Marie made me before I was born. It's exquisite and delicate. I loved it. And you did too. I think I still have it in a box somewhere.
Can we rewind even further? Oh, shadow.
I think I saw a big shadow moving down the hallway that night. I imagined a monster bird was visiting us. For a long time I thought it was just a strange dream.
Rewind a little further. Paintings.
Back then, Marie wasn't very well known, but she was hardworking. She had just started a series on birds, actually. They were all over the house. She considered them a symbol. A postmodern symbol of anti-anthropic levity. Classic Marie.
Alright, rewind it. Was that... Oh, hold on. Birds?
Marie was always quite passionate about birds. So I suggested we keep this one as a pet once it got better. I could already imagine it. A beautiful cage tucked in the corner of the studio. She got so mad. At the time, I didn't understand why she reacted like that. But now...
Alright, rewind. I think this is as... Oh, here we go. Suitcase.
Yeah, Diane was so proud of packing her own suitcase. Her father came to pick her up that afternoon. She spent the weekend with him and her stepsister. I was a bit jealous, but also happy to have some time with my mother. Just us.
Are we rewinding any further, like into the wreck of the actual... Oh, here we go. Did I miss... Oh, hold on. I missed something.
Marie told us she'd take care of the birds, so we went back to playing. I never saw it again, and when I asked what happened, she said it just flew away. I was so relieved.
Ball. Oh, did I miss? Oh, nest.
The nest was high up in the tree, but the wind blew it down. The bird was obviously young. It was a big fall. It must have been badly hurt. I didn't realize it at the time.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Garden
Now
door.
I know for certain that someone was in the backyard that night. And since Diane was at her father's, it must have been Marie. What was she doing out there? Maybe...
Maybe? Did I miss anything? I feel like we're just going in... Oh!
Maybe Marie killed the bird. That's what she was doing out there in the middle of the night, burying it in secret. And it might sound strange, but I also understand why she did it.
Okay. Oh. All for nothing. All or nothing.
Is really an astonishing person, you know. She's usually hard, but also she could be vulnerable sometimes. She couldn't stand seeing the bird injured. She knew it would never recover. It was too weak. I remember she said, not being able to fly, that's no life for a bird. She thought it would be better off dead. She could have just abandoned it, let things run their course. But I don't think she did. I think she killed it with her own hands. It sounds cruel, doesn't it? But that's just Marie. That's her outlook on life. She's all or nothing.
Oh. Oh no. We're rewinding. Oh boy.
What I
Okay.
need to know is, what would your mother want?
I guess all or nothing.
I'm not ducking out. Not this time. After all, isn't this what Marie wanted? I think... My legs are shaking. Maybe I'm having another turn. I think I need a sugary drink.
Understood.
You need anything?
Well, I need more coffee. But if I drink another one, my stomach's going to declare war on the rest of me.
Okay.
I just can't speak on my mom's behalf. One thing's for sure, she's a radical. She's all or nothing, all the time.
I understand. It's hard to contemplate the idea of living with a disability.
It's not that, not at all. If we were talking about me or someone else, I would say, it's gonna be fine. You adapt, people do it all the time. They have to. Life's too important. I would say that. She wouldn't. I'm not sure that answers your question.
She certainly comes across as rather forthright.
You don't say.
I've seen her on TV a couple of times. My father loves her. She's an extraordinary artist. In her interviews, she's so impressive, fierce even. It must be quite something to be the daughter of someone so talented.
I've heard this one before. That's a polite way to say, it can't be easy to have a nutcase for a mother.
You get used to it. Yes, it's quite an experience.
Yes, it's quite an experience. Doctor, do we know why? Why this happened? We were just having dinner last night. She was fine.
There could be a lot of factors. Family history, hypertension, alcohol consumption.
I did have a pretty severe hangover this morning.
Even past trauma, like a historic head injury. It's hard to say right now.
Oh?
All right, Miss Demange, I'll give you time to think. Let's speak again in about 2 hours, if that works for you.
Sounds good. Can I see her?
Dead fish?
Yes, of course. Let me find out her room number.
Is this it?
I know what I have to do, what I should do. It wasn't that long ago that I could write this kind of scene without breaking a sweat. I step into the room, there'll be tubes everywhere, beeping sounds. The audience will know that it's serious. Then I start bawling my eyes out. I collapse on my mom's bed, pouring out snot from my nose. Or maybe I'll be dignified, stony-faced, standing quietly in the corner. Close up on my face, they'll see I'm suffering deep inside. A single tear rolls down my cheek.
That's some writing.
That's exactly how it will happen. Or what should happen. There's just one problem.
I have to go in.
I really must. She probably needs me.
What do you mean, but I can't? Just go in. Just grab the handle and open the door. guess we're not going to be able to continue without finding out.
I don't know why, but I can't open that door.
Nope. Walking away again.
It's always stressful to share an elevator with a stranger. Still, it could be worse. Hey, Junon, I could have to share it with my sister.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kidding. We love each other.
Do
Love
we?
giving each other a hard time. Okay, I love giving her a hard time. For instance.
Did you do?
Hey, Didi-doo. Nothing?
I haven't eaten yet. My blood sugar's low, okay? Come with me to the cafeteria.
Okay.
But if you utter that stupid nickname one more time, I'll strangle you.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. She had me worried for a sec.
This food looks nasty.
Did you notice? Jan loves being in charge. She wasn't always like that. It started when she was a teenager. Some people get acne. She got authority.
So? How's work?
Scheduling, phone calls, spreadsheets. It's mind-numbing. There's no time to think. That's why I love it so much.
How's your script coming along?
Script.
I never should have told her about it. I guess I had a moment of weakness. I thought she would worry less about me if she knew I was working on something creative. But why did I even think she was worrying about it in the first place? She doesn't seem worried now. Better change the subject.
And how are you?
And how are you?
Well, since you asked,
So easy.
I was doing good until yesterday. One of my idiot patients up and groped my ass.
She's a physical therapist, working with professional athletes. She spends her days massaging pretty boys with 2 brain cells and 0 self-control. She's the best in her field, I've heard. All the major soccer clubs are fighting over her. Probably because she has her own story. She almost became a tennis pro at 17 years old. She was really strong. And then there was some kerfuffle, I don't know what happened, but the league didn't have her back, so she just gave it all up. I've never seen her so angry. Though today's a close second. I wonder what happened to that guy who was stupid enough to grope her.
What happened?
What happened?
I handled it with poise, aplomb, and composure. Anyway, he has a broken hand now.
Oh,
Good thing he plays soccer, not volleyball.
yikes.
The worst part is, she's not joking.
You're telling me.
In other news, this place is so stressful. Everyone's way too nice.
It is a hospital, Jan.
I know. They should be scowling 24/7.
Why?
So, how is she?
I haven't been to see her yet.
What are you waiting for? A singing telegram? Sorry, that was uncalled for. This whole situation, it's just a lot.
What are all those pastries?
Sounds like there's something else. Something else bothering you?
No, nothing else.
Wanna bet that there's something else?
Well, I guess, I did meet with the doctor this morning.
Oh no.
She told me about your deal. Between Mom and you. And, to be honest, I was shocked. Were you going to tell me at some point?
I knew it.
See? I knew that this whole trusted advocate thing would never fly. The only question is, will she believe me when I tell her I didn't know? Given the state she's in, I wouldn't bet on it.
Look, I'm sure you're upset.
Look, I'm sure you're upset.
Of course I'm upset. We just found out that Mom might die. Does that mean nothing to you?
It does, of course it does. But it's okay. I'm handling it. You know, I'm perfectly capable of making this decision. Just leave it to me this time.
What's going on, June?
I'm sorry?
Something's wrong.
Could be the grapefruit. I read somewhere that it's really toxic.
No, it's not the grapefruit. I don't recognize you. You're different.
Oh.
Ooh, she wants to talk. Seriously. That's just her way to cope with stress. She needs to dissect things to understand them. And she needs to understand things in order to control them. So, what's the play? Idiot or goldfish?
Let's play the idiot.
It's worth a try. Jan is defenseless against my fine brand of humor.
Ah, damn, you noticed.
Ah, damn, you noticed. It's just a little filler here and there. Just brightens up the whole face, you know?
You can only dodge so many serious conversations with your stupid jokes.
I guess I can get out of this one.
You're acting like some kind of robot. You're all closed off. And you clearly aren't considering how I feel about all this.
How I feel.
What's the game here? Where's the Jan I know? She's got some nerve lecturing me as though nothing happened. I'm not gonna lie, she's not entirely wrong. I haven't exactly been brimming over with empathy recently. It's not my fault, you know, it just makes it easier to get through the day. For me, at least. I'm not sure how anyone else manages.
The silhouettes. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit distant.
Okay, maybe I am a little bit distant, but have you thought about my situation?
See? That's exactly the problem. And, okay, this is going to make me sound like a huge asshole yet again, but I'm used to that. I've been meaning to talk to you about this, so why not do it now? We're here for Mom, and you can see how hard this is on me. And yet, here we are, yet again, talking about you. What happened to you was awful. It really was. Absolutely horrible. But that was 5 years ago.
Oh. What? She had an accident 5 years ago?
It can't be 5 years. It can be 5 years. It can't be 5 years. It was only yesterday. Why the hell is she bringing this up anyway?
Where are you going with this?
Where are you going with this?
I don't really know. I guess I'm a little worried about you. I don't understand what goes on in your head, and that scares me. Why are you like this?
Really? She's worried about me? You had to go there, didn't you? You really, you can't help yourself. Whenever you can't control something, you just hate it, don't you? And so, pow, you attack.
You're wrong, June. I'm just trying to help. You can't really tell me that everything's fine, can you?
Do you think that throwing my little problems back in my face is going to help? Oh, wonderful, wow. Oh, it's a miracle. I'm cured. Thanks for the therapy session, but I really have to go. Obviously, you can handle everything just fine on your own, so go ahead and take care of Marie.
Wait, June, don't leave, please.
Why did she get so defensive?
I really need you.
Why on earth did she get so
Really, I'm a
defensive?
dumbass.
Interesting.
She really is a dumbass. Should I be honest? Do I have to? I just grabbed the first opportunity to put up a stink so I could get the hell out of there. Of course I'm weird. And I can see how that might freak her out.
Oh, back in the car.
She wasn't telling that because she cares. That was her lashing out to hurt me.
Not again. Oh boy. Oh boy. What have we been looking for this time? Seashell? Seashell.
You know, Astrid, memory is weird. You suddenly remember these moments without knowing why. For instance, one day I visited a fishery. This was a year or two ago. I was writing the script for a promotional documentary about lobsters, a freelance gig for the Agricultural Chamber of Brittany. Truly the crowning moment of my career. Although for real, I loved writing it. It felt good, going outside, meeting people. And lobsters are fascinating animals. Shall I tell you what I remember?
Huh. I think I need to rewind.
Female lobsters may lay over 100,000 eggs in their lifetime. They keep each clutch underneath their tails for several months. And when the eggs finally hatch, out come a profusion of larvae just a few millimeters long. Can you imagine? Over 100,000 tiny little Astrids.
Okay. Let's just be rewinding. Oh, rewinding. Safe.
Lobsters have a chitinous exoskeleton, a durable and tensile material that protects them fully. This natural barrier is so strong that lobsters have no natural predators. In short, no one can mess with lobsters. Except humans, of course.
Rewind, rewind. Rewind. Oh.
Everyone loves lobsters. Their exquisite and delicate flesh is prized by the finest gourmets. With a little garlic butter, lemon, or mayonnaise, they're delicious. They're on every great chef's menu. Lobsters are a symbol of wealth and luxury.
I feel like I've missed something. Oh, there it is. Mortal.
Lobsters are a mystery to science because they don't age. Their cells replace themselves perfectly, which allows them to never stop growing throughout their lives.
Did I feel like I've missed something. Oh, here we go. In real life.
That was the official line, the one I got paid to write. But I dug deeper. You can call me a lot of things, but I'm nothing if not conscientious. I learned a lot about lobsters that the Agricultural Council wouldn't have approved of. Ugly truths we'd rather hide.
Oh. Hold on. Cooked.
Everyone loves lobsters. But to truly love them, first you have to cook them. And to cook them, you have to kill them. There are two ways, traditional or modern.
What was the traditional?
The traditional way is to chuck lobsters into boiling water, alive, and wait. Their flesh burns, the air bubbles beneath their shell expand and burst their organs. It's horrible. Lobsters don't want to die. But the people who love them don't care about that.
Oh.
Lobsters don't age. But after a while, their shells do. And if they can't make a new one, their current shell will wear out. It will split. Bacteria, fungi, and other diseases might seep in through these cracks. And then the lobster will rot from the inside.
Ew. Oh, no. Pray.
Lobsters have a chitinous exoskeleton. But sometimes they feel trapped in it, so they molt. They leave their shells behind and expose themselves. Until their skin hardens again, the world is full of predators. Carnivorous fish, other arthropods, and humans, of course. Because when they've just molted, when they're soft, lobsters are their tenderest and their tastiest.
Yeah, I feel like I've come across that in a documentary. I think with the shells of crabs, not necessarily lobsters. It's kind of similar sort of thing. They shed their shells, which leaves them very vulnerable to predators. And only the fittest survive once their shells harden.
Female lobsters may lay over 100,000 eggs in their lifetime, but few will reach adulthood. The larvae will be gobbled up by passing wildlife. The young ones will be poisoned by water pollution. Their livers filled with heavy metals and microplastics. And those who grow big enough will be plucked out of the sea by humans to end up on a fishmonger's stall.
In my head.
All this to say, being fake? Writing pretty lies? That doesn't bother me. Between my clerical work for Marie and those PR gigs, I learned to tune it out. No one wants to know what's in my head, but maybe you do?
Is that it? Oh, no, hold on. Hello?
Everyone loves lobsters, and that love is what's killing them. If no one loved them, we'd let lobsters live happily at the cold bottom of the ocean. Lobsters don't need to be loved. Me neither, to be honest.
Is there more?
Lobsters don't age. In fact, they could never die at all. If they just stayed in their holes, they'd never get sick. They'd never get harvested or trapped. Unfortunately, lobsters grow. Maybe that's the big difference between them and me.
Just making sure I don't miss any words. Here we go. Oh.
Lobsters have a chitinous exoskeleton that limits their growth. As soon as they shed it, they're in danger. Their enemies notice their weakness. They can smell it, like sharks smell blood. If they can reach a weakened lobster, they'll devour it. They'll tear it apart and feast on its flesh. I don't want to be eaten. Female lobsters may lay over 100,000 eggs in their lifetime, and they'll never watch them grow up. You might think that the sea is salty from all the tears shed by lobster mothers, but they don't cry. What good would all that sorrow do? You know, Astrid, memory is weird. You suddenly remember these moments without knowing why, until you realize it's trying to teach you something crucial. That day, I learned that I needed to be stronger than a lobster, to never molt, to never get eaten, to just hide in my hole, to never cry. That's the only way that I could keep on living after you died, my little fawn. I don't want anything. I don't expect anything. I feel nothing.
Oh, we're back. We're rewinding. Oh, right. That's where I'm going to leave the story of the wreck. what did you think? Are you intrigued by the story? I know I am. I am very much intrigued. So we're the writer of this story, which is really cool. I wasn't expecting that because the moment you come back to the desktop, the way that you do your save, or the pause menu, I should say, is essentially the script and the script that you've been writing for this story. And then you can stop writing, which is your save point. So it automatically saves wherever the last checkpoint was, essentially. And then you can go back to this homepage, to the landing page. So I'm assuming that the bin icon here is to delete your script or delete your save file, essentially, which is a really cool concept that they've got going for this particular game. So I kind of like it. I love the wallpaper, by the way, I have to admit. It's a really interesting wallpaper. But yeah, that is pretty much it. I didn't want to spoil too much more of the story, just in case any of you want to go and check it out for yourself. So you got a little taste of what to expect from the wreck. And yes, I know it's a little bit more than what I would have liked to have shown, but I think that you get sort of a good idea of what's happening in Junon's life. Her mum is currently in hospital. She's not doing so good. And now she's going to have to come to a decision about what's going to happen with her mum. But then her sister comes in to have a chat with her, and they have a complicated relationship, it seems. So yeah, so far the story is really interesting. The choices that we have to make also, makes you think a little bit, not too much. So it's like a pretty quick sort of all right, do I go this way or that way? All right, we'll go this way. And then, the also the flashbacks that we get, where we get to rewind and fast forward to find specific words to then find out more about Junon and her story, about the accident, I'm going to say, that happened. So yeah, this has been a really cool story so far. I am very much looking forward to finishing it off and seeing where it all goes. I want to see this right through to the end. So I'm definitely going to finish this off in my own time. But yeah, I'll have a link to all of the store pages for each of the platforms in the description of the video. So please go check it out. Go give it a playthrough. There is also a demo available on Steam if you want to at least check out the demo for yourself. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to play the demo on the consoles as well, but just double check to make sure. The demo doesn't go for very long, but yeah, like I said, it'll give you a good idea of how the mechanics work, how the controls work and all that sort of stuff. And there are settings where you can make it so that especially if you do get motion sickness, you can change it so that it doesn't affect you as much. So that's a really nice sort of accessibility feature that they've added in as well in the settings section. But yeah, that's it from me. Before you head off, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on video content like this one. If you'd like to see my library of games, you can check out backlog.com/FulishFuji. To see what I'm up to in general, you can follow me on Blue Sky and Instagram at FulishFuji, and you can head over to my website, FulishFuji.com, for more content, plus koala merch. Links to all that and more are in the description below. Thank you for watching today, and I hope to catch you in the next one, friends. See ya!